This engine came to us just as you see it, in pieces with the machine work done at another shop. It hasn't been ran in over 35 years. Okay, going together here on the 256 Interceptor, 135 horse out of a 1960 20-foot Lyman. I just want to talk about how bad the oiling system is on these engines. I mean, this is the world's worst oiling system, the Y Block Ford. I mean, you have an external oil pump, which, okay, then you got a tube going through the pan. This is all suction here. So any air leaks in there, it's going to suck air. So it all comes up through, driven by the distributor. But then the cylinder head, where the real oiling issues are, is through the cylinder head. This little hole here and this little hole here is where the oil comes up through the number 3 cam barrel. Well, it's so hokey. If you look at the cylinder heads, it's this passage here. It's long because we don't know what side the head can go on either side. So that hole right there feeds this right here. So that's where the oil comes up. Same thing on this head, obviously the same heads. So it comes through the head gasket, the deck, and then goes up through these shafts with one of these holes here, and then has to oil through the whole thing. So they had a lot of issues with these. You figure oil years ago was junk. These used to plug up and cause all kinds of problems. So with modern oils, it's not as bad, but like I said, with all these right angles and turns and everything in this thing, it is the world's worst oiling system. Okay, getting ready to check the accessories on our Interceptor 135, our 256 Y block. And the customer didn't want any of this stuff rebuilt if it doesn't need it, so we're just going to check it. Well, and a little review on a generator is a generator matters which way it turns. It's only going to charge one direction. Well, we know this engine's opposite rotation, okay? So that means this guy needs to spin counterclockwise. Well, how do I know it's going to charge that way? Well, all generators will motor. So I've got it grounded, and I went right here to the armature terminal, and I'm going to trigger it. See, it rotates counterclockwise. So that's good, okay? So that means it's probably going to charge. So we'll hook up our belt. We'll move our power to our regulator here. Make sure nothing's touching. I've got the regulator grounded, and these are the wires that came with the regulator, so I got the field and the armature terminal. So let's fire it up. Again, it's reverse rotation. Charges good. About 5 amps there with no load. I'll crank the load up. Puts out about 20 amps. Yep. So she works. Like I say, that's about all these units are. It's a closed unit. It's in a boat. You can't have sparks, so you know you can't have a much higher amp unit than that, otherwise it's going to overheat. So this old girl works good. So we'll stick her on the engine. Alright, I'm all set up to prime our engine. Let's see what we got. Distributor rotates counterclockwise. my drill slip it. Oh, let me readjust. Just an old distributor shaft out of a 302 actually. Wow. Yeah, that's just... I say we got pressure. Cool. Let's fire this girl up. Okay, I got my distributor all greased up and the advance works good. See how that snaps right back? The distributor is always going to be free the direction of the distributor rotates. So most Ford distributors, V8s, turn counterclockwise. So boom, snaps right back. So important step. You leave that distributor stuck advanced, whatever, that could cause problems, not going to run right, may not idle down, could ruin the engine, could do all kinds of stuff. So we're ready to go. Man, this thing sounds gorgeous. Headed to Toledo for a 19-foot lineman.